Greetings and welcome to the Realist Show. I'm your girl Magdalene Mukoya. Well, this is the show where real facts meets real people with the real issues. And in our studios today, we have two key guests who will be talking to us about the Mpango Wakando advert. Remember it? Yes, it was bashed in the media, but then again, we need to get to know what is the opinion out here. Do people support it? Do people like it? Or do people just don't want nothing to do with it?
Mama Michelle, habari yako? Na habari ya baba Michelle?
Unauliza, Priska, nimechoka. Jana baba Michelle alikuja amelewa hata hajielewi. Yaani kwake imekuwa ni kwa baa.
Habari ya yule mwingine? Mbubua.
Mzee anaweza kuwa hayuko kila wakati. Lakini sio kumaanisha kuwa mimi sina raha, mbubua amenitosha. Na tumejuana kwa muda mrefu sasa. Tunapendana sana.
Na huwa mnatumia kondom? Najua mnapendana, lakini ujue kuna magonjwa huko nje. Kwa hivyo ujichunge wewe na uchunge wale unawapenda. Chunga familia yako. Usisahau kuweka kondom kwenye hiyo mpango. Sawa?
Well, I'll first start by introducing our first lady, Emily Alwatch. Yeah. And she will tell us what she thinks about this advert. And of course, John Mburu, who is also in the studio, who deals with these matters like coffee and bread for breakfast. Well, let us hear from them. Well, to start us off, I would like to hear from the man himself. Who should actually be carrying the condom?
So, of course, from the general view, one thing I'll say that I need to be sure of myself as a man, so I would rather go with, rather should be the one carrying the condoms. And of course, the other predisposing factors, of course, because again, even it's an issue of how I handle the condom and things like that, yeah? But I'd rather be sure of myself, so I'll be the one to carry the condom.
I don't know about him saying that he should be sure to carry the condom. Emily, who do you think should carry the condom?
This is all about trusting yourself. And for me as a lady, I would prefer me carrying it. Another man. Sometimes, yes, it's good, but it depends with the trust that is in between the both of you. So if I carry it, and maybe the storage is very important, how I will carry it, where I'll put it, is it in my wallet? And most men put it in their wallet, and it tends to maybe break out of the seals and everything. So that is why I say that I have to trust me to carry it as a woman.
I'm actually thinking, if we're in a relationship, we should have like a safe place, like in the bedroom, some drawer specifically just for the condoms. So why would you be walking around with condoms? Yeah, John, why would you be walking around with condoms?
Well, of course, with an understanding, then that's okay, because I don't believe then it's wise to be moving around with condoms.
This whole Mpango Wakando affair issue, you know, it was all in the media, all bashed onto our faces. And then the next thing, it was bashed out of the media. And we are all asking ourselves and compelling ourselves, because this is something that usually happens. But then the question again comes, if you find your woman with the condom in her bag or whatever it is that she's keeping it as a safe, secret place, what would your opinion be?
I would be surprised, because if we hadn't agreed before, then it means then probably there is something that has been happening without my knowledge or behind my back. But then if you consider and agree, then I would maybe better understand why. People
today, unless you're a true follower of God or Christ, people have lost the meaning of faithfulness. Totally. And for us ladies, and speaking on behalf of the ladies like Emily here, she would say, if I find my man with a condom in his bag or in his wallet, why was he carrying it in the first place? And he's my man. So who was he thinking of, if not me? Because we are not planning to have the doing act in the city, like in town, because it's lunch break, and we are there somewhere looking for a corner, right?
True.
So what is this about agreement? I'm still debating about the agreement issue. What do you think, Emily?
For a man to carry the condom, oh my God, it's bad. It's wrong for me. But for a lady, I think it's okay. Why? Because sometimes we carry condoms because of safety measures. We never know where sometimes ladies are raped, and maybe it is a we are doing it because sometimes the perpetrators, you have to negotiate with them. Please use the condom, or so I think, John, you can understand me in that it's all about agreeing. If I'm born again and I carry the condom as the lady, I don't see anything wrong with that. But for the man, I won't trust the man.
It was wise that you said, we as Christians, there is so much that we need to put on the table, even with the condom affair and all that. We need to have an agreement. Because if you're walking with a condom, you're my boyfriend or my husband, and we're supposed maybe to meet for a lunch date or a family planning affair, and we're thinking, let's do this perhaps in a hotel. Then we have an agreement, then we're carrying the condom. Either I do the carrying or you do the carrying, but we have an agreement. But we are married. You get, not boyfriend, girlfriend affair. With this advert, do you think it was able to convey or reflect the message as it's supposed to be or as it were? Because today, I don't want to speak out of the general perspective, but it is something that is happening. So do you think it was reflecting a positive message or a negative message? So assuming you're saying it positively, why? And assuming you're saying it negatively, tell us why.
You know, what we should think of right now, Magda, it's not about the men only being unfaithful. It clearly shows us that even the women are unfaithful in their marriages. Maybe because, and if you see it, they talk about the man coming back at home drunk in the evening. And so the woman wants to satisfy herself, you know. And because she wants to satisfy herself, that means it is not one person. It is not only the woman that is going out. So there's so many women around in Kenya, not only in Kenya, but around the world that are unfaithful to their marriages, and they cannot stay safe with one, maybe the drunkard man, or maybe the man that is never there, a workaholic that is never in the family. And you see, sometimes they want to really satisfy themselves. And I think it goes on. Maybe what I can say is that maybe the view of others, that it wasn't right for maybe to show us that women are also unfaithful, but in real sense, women are. And for me, I think the advert was right.
I think, wow. In another angle, it was right. It should be on air, in fact, as of now. In another angle, perhaps someone begs to differ. Let's hear what John has to say.
If probably they had been able to censor it a bit. So, of course, when I talk of censoring, I mean, you know, like there's that bit where, you know, they're referring to that man, you know, Baba Nani, you know. And I'm thinking, is it more of like trying to encourage other women, trying to encourage young people to really always look at that as a next option? It is something that we want to put it like generally, because I believe by censoring, I would want it to be something that is appealing to the whole public. Of course, we want, or rather, they want to pass the message about condom use, but then they want to specifically address, of course, as I'm saying, a specific age, you know? Yeah, because I'm really concerned even about the children. I'm concerned about the Christian family. I'm concerned about even those people who probably would have an issue with the whole, you know, advert as it was.
Like when you say censoring, yes, in one way or the other, in another aspect, it would go well. But then again, when you say only Baba Nani, the name to be removed, and you're saying they're only promoting condom use. But then again, if you listen to it keenly, they're also promoting the side fish, the mpango wa kando, chips funga. So the question, actually, the main question is, because we all know about the condom, unless the ones who do not know. So the emphasis, like if you saw the previous advert for Jimmy Gathu and all that, it was about condom use. Condom use. They did not say they were not specifically banging it to your faces. It's about mpango wa kando. But basically, they were trying to get us from mpango wa kando, but however you get involved sexually, use the condom. But this particular advert, as much as the condom was just mentioned, the key issue here is just mpango wa kando. What do you have to say about that? Especially you, Emily, what do you have to say?
So much they're glorifying the mpango wa kando more than the condom use. So that is maybe the wrong part they did, because now you should not glorify mpango wa kando. And on the Christian perspective, we should not be unfaithful to our partners. And on the other hand, you cannot even talk about your unfaithfulness to the public, you see. But again, the thing is, we should stay faithful. But again, sticking on the advertisement, why I said it was right, it is going on. Magda, these people did their research, and whatever they found out, this thing was going on. It's only that we just want to keep it low, but it is not. It is no longer. You cannot hide it under the carpet again. We need to share it. That is why, you know, reaching these people is very difficult. Now the rate of HIV is just going higher, maybe, and some pregnancies that are not from the man coming. You find out that the third born is from a different man, the fifth born is from my husband. You see, it's very difficult to say. But again, what I can say is they are glorifying the Mpango Wakando more than the condom use.
So, there we've had it, as in you guys are for, against, but in one way or the other, the message that I'm actually getting from the two of you, the youth out there, because you're speaking, you're representing them, you're here on their behalf.
True.
They were seriously focusing or promoting Mpango Wakando, not the condom. As much as they mentioned it was just as a by the way.
True.
But then again, back to our Christian morals, that is a no-no. You don't promote such things because we ought to be faithful. Just as Emily has said, you need to be faithful because why are you married in the first place? You're married to only one man, not the whole world. You get? And then again, we had this campaign trail that had sort of a campaign where there was the ABC. We know about it. Abstinence, be faithful, and use the condom. Do you think that's the right way to go, like in our today's society?
If you're single, abstain, abstain, abstain. And again, the B part that it says be faithful, it is all about being faithful to yourself and to your partner. But first, it has to start with you. So be faithful to yourself. The condom part, I can put it for the married people to use it, the married. But again, can we look at the Christian morals? Where did we first lose our morals? That now you find our class, maybe a girl that is aged 11 is sexually active, then again, we as Christians should go back and teach the good morals. And again, it says about the youth, I can talk about the youth again, that it says that it's a fruit of the Holy Spirit. And it says self-control. Are we praying for this thing, John? Or are we not praying for self-control in ourselves? So again, I would say, abstain, abstain, abstain for the people that are not married. But again, be faithful to yourself, be faithful to your partner, even if it doesn't mean that you're born again, you're Christians, and you're sexually active. You should stay, John, a ring is very important.
Very key.
This is the key to what you want.
So finally, I want to hear from them. What is their advice, perhaps to the youth at large, because it is seriously affecting the youth and we can't ignore that. What is your final advice?
Well, my take on this is that let's live in the fear of the Lord. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and that goes a long way. And again, let's be relevant to even what's happening around us. A lot of people out there are really confused, and such kind of a program will provide insight to some of them. And so to say, let's really also get to understand them. Let's not shun them out, and let's even embrace them as they are. And yeah, as in, we just hope for a better world from now, because as things are, the only thing we can do is only mitigate.
What I can say as the final word from me is that the youth, be it even the married couple, to stick and stay grounded on the word of God.
Well, I wish to say thank you to you, Emily, and to you, John. Thank you for coming through for this show. This was an enlightening topic, and I believe there's so much that can be said, and I'm sure that when we meet our two key artists who are not on set as of now, but when we meet them, we'll get to hear their point of view as an artist, what they think about the similar topic. Is it affecting them as the key artists, as the people, as the role models people are looking up to? Well then, this is of course the Realist Show, where real facts meets real people with the real issues. Until next time, God bless you. Stay tuned to Family TV. I am Magdalene Mugoya. God bless.